just wanted to hop on camera to do something that you know, I don't normally do. I'm gonna just tell y'all from the jump. Um, I don't know how I should do this. I kind of just ran it through my head and try to see how it's gonna go, but every time I do that, I know it's never going to go how I think it's gonna go. But lately I haven't been at my best or where I should be. Um, I've always, I've always just tried to keep it pushing. Um, and kind of just keep things to myself, and cause I've never really had friends or people I felt comfortable with speaking my truth to. So it's one of those situations to where I feel like if I be silent for any longer, it's kind of going to be bad for me in the long run. And also, I just want y'all to have a little bit of insight of where the hell my head is. Um, so I'm gonna talk about the YouTube aspect. I know I have absolutely no videos out. I've recorded. I have an MKX video, and you know what I'm saying. I even have a whole new channel called The Boys. I haven't really pushed that out. Um, but I got my first video. I got my first video ever, 100 views in one day. That's the fastest video I've ever had. That I've ever been like a part of. So yeah, if you want to really know about that, I'll talk about that farther down the road when we have like more content and stuff like that. But we do have official video out right now. It has 125 views and 16 likes from the last time I saw. So that's the thing I've been doing. So I've been recording in IRL stuff with my homies that we have a channel with. But I know on this channel I don't personally have videos out. Haven't been having videos out, and I've literally just been doing live streams over at Twitch. And I've barely been doing that. I did when I came back initially to Twitch. And when I posted that highlights over to this channel, I had streamed for 8 days straight, and it was good until my computer started fucking dying again. So, but I didn't. That's like I already know the computer was gonna stop me. I just tried to press on my way, but then I kind of got pissed at just letting that happen. And realistically, I shouldn't even be up right now. It's 4:31 in the morning, and um I have been staying up late as hell. Um, but yeah, for the YouTube side of things, do I have a video ready right now? No, I have been recording though. Um, so yeah, that's with YouTube. With Twitch, I have been streaming over there since my streak ended. So you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, when I get this PC done, I can start doing that again and start, really picking up the pace over there at Twitch. Because I think streaming is something I want to push more into next year. Um, but I'm not here to talk about the internet. Um, I feel like when I do have these sort of talks, I don't have them often. so they're very rare. But when I do have them, they mostly drift on to internet stuff, and it's a cause and effect thing. But I want you to really get to know me because some of y'all, most of y'all really don't even know me because I don't like to speak about myself or my feelings like that anyways. So some of y'all don't really even know what I really do be having going on. Most of my friends on the internet has never seen me sad because I just want them allowed. I won't allow them to see me that way. Most of them have seen me angry, but that's just been in private and mostly it's, you know what I'm saying. And it's only been one or two or three YouTube friends, or not friends, but friends on the internet. Um, to introduce myself, on the internet you may call me Kiddo or King, King Carnage or Kage Kiddo, but behind the camera, you know what I'm saying, when I'm not on camera, I'm TJ Gray. I'm a young adult. I don't like saying my age because um, people can grasp of imagination in their head, and you know what I'm saying, kind of treat me like that, and people don't tend to treat young people that good. So that's why I really don't like to say my age like that. Um, but if you're homies with me, then you know what my what my age is. Yo, DJ. Um, but yeah, um, I'm TJ behind the camera when I'm not playing games. When I'm not playing games, I'm TJ. I work at Chick-fil-A. I do not have any career on YouTube because I've never made this lucrative. I do make music on the side. That's never been lucrative either. So the two things I do most of the time is for fun. Um, I do have to work tomorrow, but I mean, today, technically, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning, but I don't have work till 5, but I do have to be somewhere in the morning. So I legit have to be sleeping right now, but I've really stopped caring. Let me know if you need to talk. Um, that's why I'm kind of using this platform right now, just to give the basis. I don't know if I'm open to go deep right now because I'm still me and I still know that I won't allow myself to open up too much. But yeah, again, that is my name. So if you hear people at my house call me that, or um other people on the internet call me that weirdly, because they're people exist that call me that. I am TJ. That's me. Um, yep, young adult, working at Chick-fil-A right now, and I've had an issue with myself for the last 3 years. I wouldn't say it's depression because it's not. I've been depressed before and I know what that feels like, and this is not depression. This is kind of me feeling lost. This is me feeling lost. This is me feeling lost. Um, Shout out to my friends. So, TJ, shout out to you. Um, Shout out to my friends though. Um, you know, they always let me know that I could talk to them. I never want to bother them because they always have shit to do, and I always feel like people are doing things way important than me. So that's why I don't really speak that much to people. But shout out to them. I know if I really really needed to talk to somebody, I have a couple people I know I can talk to, or at least attempt to talk to, because I'm still not good with feelings at all. Um, um, but yeah, I'm lost. It's more of a character, more of a character thing. Again, when I do these things, I tend to talk about the internet stuff more, but this is this is not about the internet at all. Like literally, I know my breaks on YouTube are long, and they're long, so like I can not upload for 3 months, but and stuff like that. So, but I want to tell y'all that when I do have these breaks, they're not about YouTube at all. Like literally, I could pick this stuff up in an instant. Like I just said, I have a whole new channel that I'm not even talking about yet with my homies. Um, and we just got a video done the other day. This is not about YouTube. This is not about YouTube at all. This is not about Twitch. It's not about streaming. This is not me as a character. Me. The stuff that goes on in my life. Um, but yeah, I've had an issue for the last 3.5 years. I could say 4, but 3.5 years. Um, that's been bothering me. Um, and it has carried on to YouTube before. Um, so like all of the breaks in the last 3-4 years, and I've uploaded on YouTube. Um, I'm pretty sure I've taken them down every time I've uploaded them, but they're most likely dealing with this one situation. So um, I'm gonna tell you some details about myself. Um, when I was growing up, coming up, um, so like elementary school all the way to like high school, um, um, me personally, I felt like I'm been treated. I don't know how to say this. I don't that like again. I don't really know how to explain thoughts. I don't know how to explain thoughts. Um, I would just say this. I feel like I've been the only person for me, and I haven't been strong enough for myself. Right. So when I go through things, I feel like even though I have people that say they're there for me and say that they're, you know what I'm saying, and I appreciate those people, but I feel like I'm the only one who can truly understand myself, but I'm just not strong enough for myself. And that's why these situations spiral out of control. And that's why most of the time I don't really upload. It's because I'm trying to deal with that. And it's been a constant thing that's been happening. Not really for the last 3.5 years. It's been prominent for the last 3.5 years, but it's been something that's been going on all my life. So situations can get too heavy for a person. I mean, that's human nature. But every time I feel like I'm in the situation, I feel like I can't be human, right? So like I could have a bad day, but like if I feel like I need to go in like Discord and talk to my homies, shout out to Tori. I was in Discord with him for the last 2 days. I wasn't not yesterday, but the 2 days before that, I was in Discord with him. I'm in Discord with TJ sometimes. Olay. Um, I don't talk about me personally. I don't talk about myself because I hate talking about myself. So it was quite hard turning on the camera and the light just to do this stream. Uh, but I tend to be too. I tend to like stir the conversation away from myself as much as possible because I hate talking about myself and I hate talking about my feelings. But sometimes that is not healthy. Sometimes I should just talk to someone. But again, all my life I've had a fight where I felt like I've just had myself and like I've tried to talk to people about my problems before. Um, it always led to, if it's always led to me being, to be, to, I feel like I was a burden, or just bringing a bad situation to somebody's day every time I speak to somebody about something. Um, so that's something I'm battling currently. Like I know I have friends and I know I have people I have that care. But every time I speak to people, it just feels like I'm just a bother, right? It feels like I'm a bother, which I don't like being a bother, which is why I don't talk. You get it. I would suggest therapy to try to be more understanding of your feelings and know your feelings better. Here's my one thing about therapy. I I've always preached this all my life. Um, I feel like therapists are only helpful for certain people. I've been to therapy before. I've only had one therapy session ever in my life, and I knew that was the thing that was not going to help me, because therapists are people who are like certified to talk, certified, but therapists have not gone. Most therapists, I'm not going to say all therapists, but most therapists have not gone through the feelings that you are currently feeling, and typically don't give you what you need to hear. Right? They just say the most cliche things that other people say and not understand the feelings that you're currently going through at the time, which is why I that's why I've didn't go back to my last therapist, because I was talking about, genocide, murder happening, and they were just like saying the cliche things that a therapist would say, and it didn't help me at all, not one bit. I didn't. It didn't help me at all. So that's why I don't see a therapist. But it's a good idea for people. That's not the first thing I suggest to people, but it is a suggestion. People should see therapists. That's just personally not for me. I just don't. Um, Tried it before. I don't think it's bad. I mean, therapy. The therapists are therapists. I mean, they're certified. Um, they're certified, so it's cool. But again, they they don't they don't know what the hell, like, you know. I've had therapy therapists. It really depends on who you get, but I was fortunate to meet some great ones. Your experience is valid, and I want to give up on it. Um, oh, the best therapy for me is music. In any situation, I turn on music. That's why I tell people, um, when I don't have friends, because I really don't have RRL friends. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have RRL friends, and I wish I could meet some of the people I meet on the internet because I don't have RRL friends. What do I do every day? I stay in here. This is my sanctum. This is not, and as you can pretty much see, it's not a big room. So I pretty much stay in here, stay on that bed over there, watch TikTok, probably throw on some YouTube up here, and just, yeah, and occasionally hop on the desk to play the game. And that's just occasionally. And, rarely I go on Discord and talk to people. But then I do have work too. So I go to work. Um, but music, I tell people, it's me and my headphones sometimes because that's truly all I got. That's truly all I got. It's just me and my headphones. That's just me. Rod. I listen to Rod Wave. Young. For people that know, Lil Baby is like my top artist right now. Um, I like to tell people I listen to myself, which I kind of do, but not as much as I listen to like music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't listen to myself as often I tell people, right? So yeah, Lil Baby, Rod Wave, Jack Harlow is somebody I listen to too. I just weirdly, oddly enough, Drake. There's a lot of people that I listen to, and music is the gateway to my heart. And I feel like the only way I truly listen if it's translated through music. Because I've talked to people about my feelings before, and people have given me great advice. Um, but sometimes I take it, sometimes I don't. I'm a human, so I don't blame myself for it because I'm human. But yeah, just don't feel like you're alone with your experience or the only one. That people can understand the same experience as you. Because different people have a different perspective. I cannot talk. It can make you feel better. I don't want to preach on me. I'm sick of my damn self. I continue wanting to be better and feel better. That's the first major step to stay open minded about your feelings. Yeah. Um, that's something I'm still kind of working on. I don't like it's not something I perfected, but I'm trying to open up more, and the easiest way to do it right now is through music. So I have little inklings and intricates of my personal life in my music, and I wish to do it more, right? But I literally have songs that has my personal story in it. Um, because that's the easiest way for me right now, just to even like convey that feeling to other people. And the reason why it's so easy is because the microphone isn't a person. And when you do a song, you don't have to share it, but I still do. But when I have the mindset of making a song that possibly has my personal feelings in it or life stories, I always have that option to not share it. I still do, but I'd always have the option to not share it. Which when I do like upload it and put it out there, um, I take it as just another song and not a song about my feelings. So that's why it's easy for me to open up in music, because when I do share the music, share the song, I'm not thinking about the content of the song. I'm just thinking about pushing this out because I need another song out. It's been too long. um. So yeah, I guess I can tell y'all what the basis of the problem. Um. So I attacked number one. I'm way too big. I'm not way too big, but I cannot handle myself, and I can't speak to myself about myself anymore. Which is why I have this stream. This is why I have the stream moment. So I can't talk to myself about my situations anymore, because it makes situations worse. So um fuck it. Um Love problems. Hi. Can't believe I'm doing this. Love problems. That's something I have a lot. It's a lot of it. A lot of it. And I can't sometimes I can't handle it. Sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just can't. Um so let's just start. When I was young, um I have a mom and dad. I know who my father is. I like have sort of a relationship with my father, right? But I don't have the relationship I would want with my dad, and I don't know where he is half the time. He was just in Daytona Beach the other day. I had no clue. And if he died tonight, probably wouldn't hear about it until probably like a day, 2 days later. That's just the truth. Um. So yeah, I don't really have the relationship I wish I had with my dad. So that's where it stems from. That's where it stems from. It expands to other things, but I found out recently that's where it stems from. You know what I'm saying? So I love my dad. Um, wish I had a better relationship with my father, but but he's still my dad at the end of the day, and I wouldn't have life without the bro. So you know what I'm saying? Thank you for you and mom getting together. uh, just keep remembering, no matter what age, no one has it all figured out, and you should continue to learn and grow. I know you will figure it out and share your feelings in better time. Yeah. Um. So yeah, that's where it all stems out. Then that, you know what I'm saying, and then that went into school. You know what I'm saying? It didn't bother me as much. I went into school, and school I was treated different. All literally all three outs, all 12 years, all 12 years, I was treated different. Um, at first it was just me being weird, to me being fat, to all sorts of things, really. But me being weird and fat is the most is the two most things. Now that died out once it got to like high schoolish, like eighth grade, end of middle school, high schoolish. That's kind of died out because like who's really talking about being people being fat and weird when you're not the weirdest and you're not the fattest. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not as big as I think up here. You know what I'm saying? I know people would kill to have the figure that I have. Now do I hate the body that I'm in right now? Yes. But I know people would want to go down into the weight that I'm currently at right now. I'm too 90 for the people that don't know. I'm 290. Um, almost pushing 300, which is a major problem to me. But it's, but um, but I know there's people that's bigger and would want to be in the spot where I am right now and do the things that I'm capable of doing. So I still have that in the back of my head every time I look at myself, because I don't have the best figure at all, and it's not flattering at all. Um, but yeah, so it went from being fat and weird to just being acting weird, not being weird, but acting weird. Um, I didn't get into girls till like way too early. To be honest, way too early. I was a player back in middle school, which is crazy. I look at myself back then and I was like, wow, whoa, brother, whoa. I have some story time. I have some story times that I've uploaded before. I don't know if they're still uploaded. I have a whole drive full of all of my videos, so I might go watch it back. But middle school me was crazy. Middle school me was crazy because how did I get away with all the stuff that I did? Anyways, um, so that kind of bit me in the ass later for down the road. um, but for the last 3.5 years, there's been this one person. I don't know how deep I should get into this because damn, there's this one person. Um, I know if y'all have seen different people I've been with. I don't know. I think I've really only seen one person, and that was because I'm single now, but that was Lady Kanye. Um, I didn't I didn't introduce her name or like integrate her into the channel because I don't do that. Okay, all my relationships and all my stuff like that doesn't that just stays off social media. Period. I gotta just keep that to myself. It's my business. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not Lady Kage that I'm talking about, which is crazy because that did y'all gonna see the problem. But met her back in 2019. If y'all were listening to it's 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the morning. Oh, you shouldn't be up. I should be up because I have to be somewhere in 3 hours. I don't sleep, and I hope y'all know that. I do not sleep. I sleep in the daytime, which is something I wish I didn't do. Which I do have work today. So I can't do that. So I'll be sleeping great tonight. I'll be sleeping great tonight. Um but yeah, there's been one person that I've had my up and downs with. Wish I didn't have my up and downs with, but that's something you just can't help. You know what I'm saying? You just can't help it. You know what I'm saying? People grow, people drift away from each other. That's one important thing I have to get through my head. People drift away from each other. People do grow, and people, you know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. You know where I'm going with this. So met her back in 2019. She found interest in me. First woman to ever do that towards me ever in life. So y'all can imagine that it was pretty weird. It was pretty weird for me to even experience that, but 2019 She had found interest in me, asked for my number. We became friends after that, and then we got into. I till this day still not know what the hell to call it. Because it wasn't a relationship. A relationship is when two people are in love and they decide that they're gonna be the only people they're gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? So the side notes of that are, financial things and building a home together. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Y'all know what a relationship is. What we had was something weird. I don't know what to call it because we called each other. We were claiming each other and calling each other boyfriend, girlfriend, stuff like that. Rah rah rah. But we weren't that, which is something I do not like in the new generation of people, and I hate to be a part of the new generation of people. But sometimes I wish I was way deeper in the 90s. Sometimes I was way. Sometimes I wish I was born in 1995. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah. What we had was toxic. That's what I'm gonna say. One day we had a toxic because we called each other boyfriend girlfriend, but you know what I'm saying, she didn't treat me like that. Well, she treated me like that, but she was treating others like that. That was something I wasn't really particularly happy with. But I was young and stupid back then. That like, okay, I'm smart, and my mom has always told me that. My mother has always told me that I was smart. I was a smart human being. She's also said that I was smarter than her. And that was literally, she started telling me that when I was 10 years old and still tells me that to this day. And yeah, she generally thinks that I'm smarter than her and my dad. Still don't know how, because my mom isn't stupid, but I guess, I guess. But I'm not stupid. So like, I knew what was going on back then, clearly, but um I kind of made myself forget all that and enjoy the moment. So let's go back. Just backtrack for a little bit. Remember the part where I said I have love problems, right? Um, yeah, I didn't have much of that growing up. Remember when I said I had that really stem from my father not really being there, and that spread on to different things. That's where this was coming from. That's where this is coming from because, as I said, she came up to me and she pursued me, which is something I've never had done to me ever in my life. And when we were together and had shared the times that we had together, it was great. It was beautiful, wonderful, and something I would never give up. Now, that is something I shouldn't be saying. That is something I shouldn't be saying. Oh man. So she was cheating. I don't. She was single. Like we didn't make it official. We were still like in the talking stage for so long, but we didn't make it official. So she was technically single, but she did make it seem like I was the only one that she was fucking with. So is that cheating? I don't know. I really don't know. Still trying to find out to this day because it's still fucking with me today. I don't know, but we had our little time. Whatever that ended, but after that ended, I immediately went into a relationship after that. Something I don't suggest you doing if you have emotions and you haven't fully address them before you even feel like going back into a whole other relationship. Now, this is still before Lady Kanye, but I got into a relationship immediately after that, literally immediately after that, and that one didn't hurt me worse than the girl I'm talking about now. Let's call her Jasmine. That one didn't hurt me as much as Jasmine hurt me, but that one did damage. You know what I'm saying? Because I was actually cheated on. Like, I don't know what to explain what Jasmine did to me because she was like she literally was single. So, anyways, don't know what to call that. But I learned after the relationship that I was actually being cheated on, and that hurt me because how we ended that relationship. She thought she cheated on me. She thought that I cheated on her during lockdown, by the way. And if you knew me during COVID times, I was not playing that shit. I was in my house, and I'm in my house no matter what. So if we're on shutdown and I have to be in the house, then I'm not complaining. So I don't know how she thought I was cheating on her with no proof, by the way. I still feel like that thing was set up to where she just didn't want to say she wanted to break up with me, so she came up with something dramatic. I don't really care about that situation. So after that, I had been single for I had been single for a year and so what is 15? 16 months? No, 15 months. So I was single for a year and four. No, that's not 3 months. I was a year and 3 months. I was single for a year and 3 months. Really, truly doing myself. So, um, 2021. This was literally, literally the entire front half of 2021. Y'all seen how crazy I was going. Y'all seen how crazy I was going. I was going pretty crazy. I was going crazy. In 2020, I was going crazy too. So, you know what I'm saying? Back half of 2020, but 2021 slowed down a little bit though. Let's, you know, I did slow down a little bit. I admit it. I admit it. I admit it. I did slow down a little bit, but BUT, I was turning up a little bit. Kind of working on myself, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was catching myself going back to Jasmine from point and point and point and point on again. I caught myself doing that. Every time she would get out of a relationship, it would take like 2, 3 weeks. And I don't know if it would be me that initiated it because we've always just been friends. Um, but that situation would pop back up again. And things don't start getting heavy until the back half of 2021. um, um, she was going to college soon. So like this was kind of the last 2021 through kinda now was kind of like the last moments I would ever have with her because one, she's like at the same time that she was we were like together or whatever. She was legit like one of my best friends. So like I wasn't looking at it as let me get this going back type stuff. I was looking at it as she's going to college soon and we may disconnect. So yeah, we might disconnect. Now, truly, she's only going to college 1 hour and 30 minutes away from where we both live at. But I'm a dramatic person, and I don't think y'all know that, but yeah, I'm very dramatic when it comes to certain things. So like I was like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just make the best of the situation as much as possible. Now, if I would have stuck to that statement, that probably would have been great, and I probably wouldn't have been, you know, so damn bad, right? The single life was getting to me at that point, so like, this was, I like to say, a year, either a year or like 8 months at this point. So like, it was the single life was kind of getting out to me. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of seeing everybody do their thing, and also, I don't know if y'all, I don't know if y'all know that I've been single on every Valentine's Day, every single one. Either I've had a girlfriend break up with me before Valentine's Day even started, or just didn't have a girlfriend around the time. But I've never had a Valentine, so you know what I'm saying. So around that time, that was, it's not around that time because that would have been well over a year at that point. Um, yeah, I was just not chilling. No, yeah, this was like 6 months. Yeah, so like chilling, you know what I'm saying? Valentine's Day pop up. I'm like, that's crazy. May hits 2021. May 2021 was a weird time because that I don't know. Let me go check my Snapchat and see what that time looked like because I used Snapchat. I utilize Snapchat memories a lot just so I can remind myself of what that time even looked like. Um oh, April I dropped Step Hardest. I dropped Step Hardest in April. What's that? May. Anyways, I dropped an album. I had got my MacBook. This little demon. um, yeah, this was an interesting time, huh? This was an interesting time. Yeah, last summer was weird. Last summer is weird. That's a weird case because that's why I really don't remember as much because nothing really happened. I was kind of just because usually the summer is just is where like stuff happens and stuff didn't happen during the last summer. But something I did happen. Twitch.tv/Kage Kiddo. That's when I picked that back up again. Yep, that's why I remember it. If it's not in my Snapchat stories, it's probably on YouTube. Yeah, that's when I start picking up streams. Kage hours, room 3. That's when that was started last summer. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah, that started last summer. Okay, so that's what I was doing. Streaming. That's what I was streaming last summer. So that's what happened. That's why my Snapchat memories are literally full of nothing. Um, so July we start talking again. Not oh no relationship stuff, but we start talking again. You know what I'm saying? And by what I mean by that is we never stopped talking, but we've talked more. And the single life was kind of getting on me at that point, so I was itching. and this was a year at that point because this is July. So I broke up my the girl that broke up with me. She had broke up with me. I used to remember the date. I don't remember the date, but it's in May. I know it's in May. I knew it was in May. Um, boop, 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 boop. I think it was late May. Yeah, late May. So it's a year at this point. Single life kind of getting, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, start dating. That's something that'd be interesting. But Jasmine, this Jasmine is the one that pops back up again. Like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, yo, I'm doing great. But that's where I fucked up. But that's where I fucked up. Because we could have just kept it to where we were just talking how we were talking. And that'd be fine. I hit her up occasionally and she wouldn't hit me up at all. And that would probably lead to just us not talking at all. But I have no regrets because life is a story that just writes itself in a beautiful way. So, you know what I'm saying? But we start talking. We start, whatever. And it's different because so it's 2021 now. It's 2 years after our little whatever. And we're both kind of we're both maturing. And that's what got me. Because we were both maturing and we weren't the same people that we were before. So it was kind of like I was dealing with a whole new person here. Not forgetting, because I didn't forget, will never forget, but forgiving the fact of what she did before. I am a Christian, so you know what I'm saying, I forgive people who do harsh things to me. Like when I got jumped in the 7th grade, I forgive all those people that were there. I could kick it to those people. I could kick it with those people today because one, that was in the 7th grade, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And two, again, like I just said, I'm a Christian, so I kind of forgive people. I kind of forgive things. Not easily, but quicker than the natural human being. So, that happened. So, July, we're talking more. Right? Months go by. I see that's not going anywhere. September comes. Lady Kage comes in the picture. Lady Kage. Oh wait, no. There was a girl between that era, but we're not going to talk about that part because it really is irrelevant. Because that was a literal side quest. But you know what I'm saying. And that eventually comes back up later, but it's still a side quest at that point. So I'm not gonna mention that situation at all. But Lady Gaga comes into the picture. Now, one thing about Lady Gaga in the first 3 months, September, October, November. So 4 months. So first 4 months was great. Actually, it was great. So much so that like when we did get together, I was so upset with her, which sounds weird. I need to find a new word other than obsessed because obsessed has a certain feel to it that doesn't it's not the description of obsessed. There's a other word than obsessed I guess in love is the thing. I was so in love with her, so much so that I kind of like let y'all know about that. So that was kind of like the first relationship y'all knew on the channel. You know what I'm saying? We would have our interaction, but it didn't make it to the channel. It was on it was like it was a Twitter thing. So like I had her in my Twitter bio, and then she would interact in my tweets, stuff like that. So that's kind of the first person y'all knew about. But that situation, oh my gosh, if y'all knew. If y'all knew at the point where the hell bro. So in December, she had left to go to New York. Left to go to New York. So as you know, I was really doing my own thing, and this is around Christmas time. So she went her family, I went my family, and when I'm chilling, I'm extra chilling. That means I'm not really talking to nobody. So it's Christmas Day. I told her Merry Christmas or whatever because I knew I had to tell her, Merry Christmas. But pretty much that entire day I didn't speak because I was with my family, and I hope people would, it like she was in New York, so like it's not like she could have been there with me, but I was with my family, and when I'm with my family and we're having a good time, I'm not saying when I'm with my family I'm guaranteed to not, be on my phone, but like if I'm with my family and we're having a good time, I'm pretty much off the grid. I'm either on the game with my cousins that I call my brothers. On the game with them, or they in the living room because they kick it at my spot a lot. They in the living room. I'm in the living room with them. We just watching TV, chop, 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 kicking it up. Painting sips. That's where the bird came from. The legendary bird. The legendary bird right there. That's where that came from. A family gathering at my house. We had a paint and sip. We were doing great. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm hanging with my family at this point. We're opening Christmas gifts and having family quality time. So I wasn't talking to her because I expected her to do the same thing. So it's after Christmas time. I noticed her get distant. And I'm like, that's odd. January rolls around, uh, and she's super distant, and I'm like, "Yo, what you doing? We don't speak to each other, but like 2 times a day, and you either come with something dry, or you don't respond at all." Fast forward 3 months, she basically ghosted me in the relationship. She basically ghosted me in the relationship. And people wonder why I don't trust people. Oh my gosh. How do you ghost? How do you ghost someone in the relationship? I feel like that's what had me pissed off the most. Is the fact that she ghosted me in the relationship. Like while it was going on. Like I was telling people about her and shit. And you ghost me without any reasoning. Now she did tell me, a personal thing she had going on at the time, so I kind of like, okay, she's probably dealing with that, but 3 months is crazy. 3 months is wild. 3 months is wild. So March 1st of 2022. So when she broke up with me, I didn't break up with her, which is surprising because why do I do this? Let's answer that question. Because I now, the stream is about self reflect right now. Why do I do this? Because like obviously, clearly, if she ghosted me and I knew I was upset about it, I didn't really speak about it as much as I should have to her. Why didn't I say anything? Hmm. Weird. Anyways, why didn't I say anything? So she broke up with me. I didn't break up with her, surprisingly. And then after that, I've been single ever since then. That's important to say. Important to say. I've been single ever since then. So March 1st. Uh, that's the third. So I've been single for 3 months. 3 months, which it seems way longer than that. Seems way longer. No, that's not 3 months. March, April, May, June. No, that is 3 months. Why does it seem like I've been single for like 6 months now? I guess that's what happens when you're alone, bro. I guess that's what happens when you're alone, bro. Because it seems like, well, I was single for the entirety of March. No, it feels longer because it truly has been longer. So I've really been single since January. I've really been single since January. Technically, been single since March. Really been single since January. So, yeah. Yeah, that's why it feels longer because I didn't. There was no girlfriend there for me to have because she just wasn't present. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to sleep soon. I just wanted to. I needed to get this on my chest. So throughout the time that I was single, April. No, not April, because it was still in the March 14th is where it all started. I have timestamps. I hate how my brain remembers everything that I probably shouldn't remember. I have impeccable I have impeccable memory. It's just that I only remember the things I want to remember. So March 14th, it all started there. Jasmine, me and Jasmine. We start talking even more than we were talking before. And we would be flirtatious from time to time, and then we would have conversations about getting back together from time to time. But just like in July of 2021, this was different because we were both maturing. So we were both pretty much grown at this point. We're both grown at this point. So I saw that and compared that to the Jasmine I dated back in 20. I can't say dated because we didn't date. We didn't date. We didn't date. Um, but the Jasmine I dealt with back in 2019 did not seem like the same one in 2022. And I just discovered 2 days ago, because today counts as a day. So 2 days ago, I discovered that it's the same person. But let me tell you how I figured it out, because I figured it out the very hard way. We start talking more, and the more I talk, there is like, wow, this is a woman. And that statement may be weird to some of you because you're probably young. I don't know really. I don't know what my demographic is on this channel is. I suggest people that's 18 and up listening that watch my videos. I suggest that, or even I allow like 16 and up, even though I know people under that, you know, watch me. But but yeah, we're grown at this point, and she did it again. Felt like I was dealing with a whole new person. So we started talking. We started getting flirtatious, and then out of nowhere, without emotion at all, there's a new nigga introduced. And when that moment happened, me being smart, I'm not dumb. I've been in this situation before. And even when I was in the situation before, I knew what was happening because I'm not stupid. I figured it out instantly. But me still wanting the love that has been missing for the entirety of my human life, the entirety of me living, I allowed it to happen. And no. I didn't allow it to happen. I was kind of like, what the fuck is this? Like, cause you know, I didn't want that to be. And then she made me feel delusional. And oh my gosh, that was the worst feeling of all time. Because it was happening again. It and wow, because now I'm looking back at it. It really was the same shit. It was just at a very enclosed time. The same shit happened. There was a new nigga. She made me feel delusional about it. And when we ended what the fuck we had, she starts doing the things that I said that she'd do. And I was suspecting that she did. One thing, I've never been wrong about anything, about any intuition I've had. Any intuition I've had is always been right 100% of the time. So I do blame myself for allowing her to make me feel like I was crazy, that I was the crazy one, and how but she was entertaining every single thing that I was saying. Literally, you know what I'm saying? This is the first woman, not the first woman I talked to even having kids with kids. That is something I do not play about. I don't play about my future. That's something I don't play about. So the fact that she was toying with that idea and it just felt like a conversation to her really wrecks me inside, you know? And that that thing, that thing right there is what's been haunting me throughout the last 3.5 years. It's something that I've been battling Because every time we've talked, it leads to someone new. And us down spiraling. And then her eventually saying, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because what we had, we didn't have nothing. We didn't have nothing since 2019. The hell are you talking about? Made me feel delusional for everything I said. All the emotions I had that I spilt. She made me feel like it was like there was something wrong with me. I forgive her every time. There's this TikTok that I literally just watched an hour ago. Not really an hour. Yeah, because the stream's been on for an hour. There's a video I watched an hour ago. Basically talking about the situation. And I don't know how TikTok gets you. It gets me every time at the right moments because I don't know if they know I'm on TikTok and I'm going through very much, but there's always that one TikTok that strikes me in the nerve. Literally the other night, last night, I experienced so a pain more than oh my gosh, cause let me tell you about last night. I had went out with cool friends. Went out with homies. Homies. New homies, actually. Friends. IRL. Yeah, I'm doing that now. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing that now. Guess who happens to be in that friend group? Jasmine. So, so you know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be perfectly fine because Jasmine had another dude named Jordan. She had another dude named Jordan that she was telling me about. We're best friends we're best friends. So she told me about that. So she had a best friend. She had a boyfriend named Jordan. Boyfriend, which means they were in a relationship. Some dude that she met that was going to the same college as her. Cool. She called him all the things that you would call your significant other. Right? Right. Went out with a couple fucking cool ass niggas. Shout out to you if you ever watching this ever in the future. I'm never gonna personally show you this video myself, nigga. But shout out to you. And if I add a video clip to my story, which I'm probably gonna do, dedicated to y'all niggas, I'll make sure to not put the date is on the screen, huh? I'll make sure to never say my YouTube channel name because you don't know what it is. Ha. Because I'm leaving this stream up. Ha. Well, it's going to be on. Yeah, I'm leaving the stream up. Ha. Because I do have people that need to watch this to get to know me better and why I've been uploading or streaming. It's because my personal opinions. But shout out to you niggas. I love y'all. Monkeys. Anyways, that's something I shouldn't say on the internet, huh? Y'all should come to Discord. Y'all should come into Discord. Cause there's far worse I say that's not a recording. Anyways, when I was the homies, really cool homies. perfect night. 10 out of 10, by the way. 10 out of 10 night. Despite all the things that I was feeling. If I didn't feel those ways, it would be a 10 out of 10 night. So it was a 10 out of 10 night. Me and Jasmine pull up to the spot early because we were going to hang out the next day. Jasmine has her graduation, not graduation party. Is it a graduation party? Was it a graduation party? I think that was it. I think it was a graduation party for her college thing. Yeah. So she was having a graduation party. The night after the graduation party, because the graduation party was lit. And the first time I've ever been to Jasmine's house. But graduation party was lit as well lit from 4 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Damn near. Because we were out there for a while. You lit as a bitch. Lit as a bitch. Oh. Lit as a bitch. So the night after, was it the night after? Was it really the night after? It was the night after. This happened on Saturday. It was Sunday. Time flies. Time flies. So Sunday, you know what I'm saying? We said, well, they were gonna hang out, and they included me into the thing. This is my introduction to the friend group because this is our first time even hanging out. RIL friends, RIL friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually hanging out with people. I don't do that, y'all. So of course, you know I was ecstatic. You know I was ecstatic. So, first off, something that was bullshit. We pulled up early. They came 2 hours late. That's and I don't know where y'all are on the map right now, but in Georgia, it's burning the fuck up. So yeah. So I go pick up Jasmine and go to the location. To the location that we supposed to be because we building Legos. Or that's what we're supposed to be doing. I built a diamond horse. We're building Legos out in the heat, in the sun, outside because we can't do that in the house for some reason. We could have did that in the house. We could have did that in the house, but we did it outside. We built Legos. I built a diamond horse. But before all that, me and Jasmine pulls up early because, yeah. There was a birthday party going on right behind us, and it was hilarious because it was a biracial family, and all I have to say is I would just say this by one description: the white woman had a tribal suit, a tribal dress on, and it was Encanto themed, so it was a kid's birthday party. Anyways. Me and Jasmine pull up early. I'm like, we not kicking it, which was odd because, you know, that's my twin or whatever. I don't like to start conversations if I know that I'm the one that always starts the conversations, which is why I fuck with the friend group because I'm not the one that starts the conversation all the time. So it's got a new experience for me. I don't gotta say hey, hi every 5 seconds to feel something, but y'all see how, you know what I'm saying, the comedic is, you know, fighting through my pain right now because, you know, I always try to make things funny even though this is a serious situation and, you know, mental health, but gotta make sure y'all laughing, being entertained, because that's something that is important to me, that you are being entertained. So we're not really kicking it. She's hot as hell. Well, first, she is hot as hell, but it's hot as hell, so she's burning up. And she looked cute. Oddly cute though. Which was Because when she had walked out of the house when me picked it up, pick her up, I was like, hmm, 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 nice observation, bro. When I tell you, I catch things like 4 or 5 hours